What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 87 of my Total Warhammer 3 modded Kroq-Gar campaign. So as we saw last time, Chameleon got himself yet another glorious fight against Silostra Direfan, and did manage to pull it off, though with taking some losses. No units destroyed, of course, but the damage is there, and we are still in a position where we may get attacked again. More importantly than that, the end is nigh. The end now, truly nigh, with only one turn remaining before it. So this is the last episode of preparation, and then begins the fight to push back the Skaven and end the campaign. First of all, in terms of what we gotta do this time, well, we got money to spend, the last of the money before the end, and we probably have ourselves a nice big fight here at the Demon's Gate. I have no idea whether we can win this, as in whether it's even possible. The garrison alone here is incredibly elite, with all those flamers and exalted flamers, burning chariots, doom knights, and that goes without the other units out there, and all the casting and all that stuff. On the other hand, we have Kroq-Gar, who has been doing a great job throughout the campaign, but his units are pretty basic at the end of the day, and I'm not entirely sure whether he can pull it off. That said, he is damn well going to give it a try. He doesn't have Lightning Strike, but I guess he wouldn't need it here, and it wouldn't help him anyway. Might as well take the last of the points. Oh, you know what? Let's get a point in Mentor. Might as well get a little bit of extra XP for everybody. 2 points for Dicky Dick. You're going to have to do a lot of damage. You're going to have to carry us in terms of magics here, my friend. We could go for a transformation of Kadon. I don't generally like the spell, but the ability to summon a manticore to chase down those burning chariots in this one instance may actually be useful, because we don't have much in the way of anti-air. In fact, we basically have none. So in that light, wait, I clicked on the wrong guy. Dicky Dick, you're gonna get the transformation of Kadon. And let's see if we can get a decent use out of it. Alrighty, what about you two, the Saurus Scarvets, the perfect spawns, who are also going to have to carry so much weight in terms of this battle. You have Honored Elder here, and we have everything maxed out in terms of your buffs, so I guess we just keep on making you stronger. Let's give you another Scarred Veteran. Ooh. Or we could get you Commune with Beasts, bonus versus large. Yeah, let's do with Commune with Beasts. And then I guess you are also missing it, although you are actually approaching Deadly Onslaught. So maybe that's the better thing to pick here. Nah, you know what? Still 1 point in Commune with Beasts is going to be valuable. Alrighty, well, we're beginning this episode off with a fight then. We're going to attack Festergax Belaxus here, interesting name, and hopefully draw the enemy out. Don't you run. He's not going to run. Perfect. Alrighty, so what are we facing off against here? Actually, 3 sets of Doom Knights, and damn, that's a lot of Flamers. A single volley from a unit of regular Flamers will basically halve the HP of a unit of Saurus Spears. It's devastating. So the fact that they have so many of them, plus 2 Burning Chariots, is going to make this particularly dicey. Let's see if we can pull it off. Alrighty, here we go. It's real nice to see Kroq-Gar on the field again. It feels like it's been a little bit too long since we've seen him, since he's been moving from Illustria down to the Chaos Way. So I like a little team of Carnos, Salasha, moving around. And that's probably a pretty scary sight to see if you're a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch. This heading towards you, it's just like, well, I'm screwed. There we go. Immediate charge, probably gonna do a, well, we have to still work through the barrier, but it'll go down quickly, and we're just going to try to move our units apart so that they don't interfere with each other. The unfortunate aspect of having dinos fight a Foot Lord is that the Foot Lord tends to get knocked around constantly, which is kind of annoying, and on top of that makes it take it longer to kill said enemy Lord due to the invincibility frames. As you can see, said Lord is still more or less, okay, now he's not so fine, but it really shouldn't take this long to kill a level 3 unit, and if he was on a larger model, he would have already been dead ages ago. He is terrified, however, as well he should be, and we're just going to speed it up as the enemy moves onto the field. The rest of our army is not going to, we're obviously not going to press them up against the wall here, but there is a nice forest for us here where we can fight against those pink horrors, as well as a little impassable terrain object here, so we're going to go over here and begin fighting them. Plus, knowing where the enemy is coming from, I think we should still take advantage of it. Just not to the degree where we go all the way to the wall, but you know, if the fight gets closer to there, then, well, that's what'll happen. Alrighty, and now we've got a lot of those Chaos Warriors and those Forsaken to work through first, as the pink horrors support them from behind. Fortunately, the giant enemy blob means that we should be able to get a lot of mileage out of our Flock of Doom. A pink Fire of Tzeentch moves through our line of source, but mostly actually clips our Basties. Instead, the enemy also has those units of Doom Knights that are flying around, and I'm not entirely sure who they want to go for. Looks like they want to hit the Saurus in the back. Well, good luck to you, Doom Knights, because we're going to have more dinos charge out. We're going to pop the solar engines into melee for now, just to try to do a little bit of extra damage. And if these guys try to fly away, then we'll hit them in the back with the solar engines once again. That is a lot of Doom Knights, and now they also have 2 burning chariots of Tzeentch up in the air. They're going to start burninating our Skink Priest, Dicky Dick, and our Saurus Warriors, so we will have to be careful. That said, the repeated casts of the Flock of Doom is doing a number on all those pink horrors, and the fact that all 3 of our Carnosaurs and our dinos in general are rampaging through there is probably pretty ugly for the enemy. Kind of interesting that it's our dinos doing so while our Saurus hold back the tide of melee infantry. Alrighty, looks like those Doom Knights are not having a good time of it either, as they get surrounded and ripped apart by dinos and by Saurus. We are starting to take a lot of damage from the enemy burning chariots, however, so we are going to try to engage one of them with Dicky Dick, just so that it can't use its ranged attack, while we focus the other one down with our solar engines. Oh, and it can still fire its range attack while it's fighting in melee. Interesting. Well, we've also got the Transformation of Kadon, certainly not a spell I use often, but in this particular case, summoning a Manticore to distract one of those burning chariots will certainly work out well for us. And there we go. And now the solar engines are going to start helping out, and if they hit our Manticore, it's a summon, so we don't really care about that either. Oh, lovely, and ooh, that's going to hurt. Another use of that pink Fire of Tzeentch going through our line, and look at that. More and more of those monstrous infantry moving onto the field. Now, unfortunately, the battle's moved a little bit too close to the edge of the map, but, well, it was bound to happen, and we can back off our Saurus and just let our dinos take care of the rest of this. Alright, looks like the first of the burning chariots is done for, and our Manticore has run out of time, so it's no longer on the field, but we still have our missile dinos? What do they count as? Artillery monsters. Close enough. Missile dino, artillery monster, solar beams. Alright, and ooh, looks like you're gonna go after one of the Carnosaurs. Skirk himself, however, so he should be able to recover from that. And a couple more shots into this thing. There we go. Nice solar beam brings you down. No more burning chariots. And now it's just the spawn of Slot Tzeentch, rather, left, and frankly, they stand no chance against the pile of dinos. Oh, look at that. They even have some, oh man, they really could have used those flamers earlier in the battle. Yeah, too bad for them. And they might have actually helped against the piles of Saurus, though on the other hand, would they really have? In the sense that our Carnosaurs charged immediately towards the piles of enemy pink horrors, preventing them from doing too much in the way of damage, so they probably would have done so as well at the enemy Burninator units. Both of the Exalted and regular Flamer variety. And there we go. With that, the enemy army begins to crumble away. No more chance, and looks like these guys are having a difficult time to attack. Or difficult time attacking, rather. And the battle's ours. Fantastic. Well done to Kanos here. A little bit of damage on some of our Saurus by the looks of it, but nothing crazy. We can speed up the rest of the battle as there's just nothing left, and there we are. Heroic victory. Not too bad. I love the fact that we got to use our... Oh, look at this little bridge here. It'll be a nice place to fight a battle. As in on top of the bridge, but what was I saying? I like the fact that we got to see our solar engines actually fire at enemy flying units, as they oftentimes don't get the chance to do so. Alright, well, I will readily admit that I do feel bad for doing that. I really, really do. Honestly, if it was any faction other than the Oracles of Tzeentch with their jerk-ass frickin' stop all of your armies faction-wide in the entire world ability, I would have felt really, really, really bad about it, and maybe not even have done it. But honestly, I hate nothing as even close to the degree in this entire game as I hate that stupid ability, because it takes away all of the player's agency and there's no way to prevent it from happening. So you know what, Tzeentch, you deserve it. And then there's the fact that, I don't know, how much, to what degree were we supposed to move off the field, right? Like we didn't deploy all of our units right at the edge of the screen, or the edge of the map rather. We deployed it around and let the enemy move onto the field, and then over time our dinos went forward. But they would have done that anyway. Were we supposed to yield half the map to the enemy so that they were able to get good positions and thus take an advantage? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Frankly, it's only happened, what, one time in this campaign, basically, so I'm not really, I don't really think it's a big deal. We are going to, I mean, I guess we don't even really need to heal, but we really don't need anything else here either, so just heal up the tiny bit that we need to. A free Gambler's Armor, free Great Plan Archivist. Dicky Dick has an Ancient Steg, but I'm not sure that we should be keeping it. Maybe better on the flyer? Then again, more HP this way, I'll think about it. For now, stay on the dino, considering we have a lot of dinos, and we'll deal with it. Really, this is going to be a close victory? This is going to hurt us way more than the battle is, isn't it? Yeah, that hurt us way, way more than the battle did. Well, there you go. We took the losses that we would have otherwise taken in the battle, so... fair enough. We're gonna occupy the place, though. I think this is one of the ones we're probably not going to bother... Oh! Obsidian carvers give us upkeep reduction for Saurus faction-wide? Okay, no, I changed my mind. We are going to be keeping this. I didn't realize that obsidian carvers gave us that. Well, that makes me concerned about the fact that we don't have other obsidian carvers. Damn, should have tried to get Kroq-Gar from the dwarfs there. Do we even have any obsidian carvers anywhere else in the entire world? There's one here. There's not a lot of obsidian in the south, is there? It's mostly a northern thing. There's a bunch in Norscan and the Chaos Wastes, but yeah, this is the first one we've got for the entire campaign, huh? Well, it's a new resource, I guess. Alrighty, well, and that's good. I'm glad that we didn't reduce the this place. And oh, look at that, we can build chameleon stalkers here. Well, I guess that'll be something that Xhotl can do then. Swell for him. Go to the Grotrilex's lighthouse then, and we'll build those there. We should also probably build other stuff like the geomantic pylon and the other thing here. Although maybe we'll wait for the alignment of monuments. Although we'll see. As in, maybe, we'll see if we have money remaining after we do everything else. Now, how much more do we have to take here? We still have the Fate Weaver's Crevasse, and we still have the Yawkam's Forever Maze as the main settlements there, so we definitely won't be knocking Tzeentch out before the endgame arrives, but, well, we're working on it. Anyway, Kanoskir, that's you, buddy. Kowal, you... We're going to land at Misnar so we can trade it to our allies. Yeah, just for the purpose of trading it to allies. In fact, wait. We'll have Yarrick do this for us. It'll cost us more money, but this way, Kowal won't be hurt in terms of his in terms of his colonize vigor. So you're going to go here and you're going to just channel or whatever. You'll get hurt, but this way Koal can land and Misnar protect it and yet be at full HP, and then move with Chameleon to the rest of the donut. Fantastic. And the heck, what is this? Recently, oh, that's recently colonized? Okay. I was like, wait, how is Yarick under siege? That didn't seem to make sense. Tic Tac, you're where you need to be. Pyroxy, you are where you need to be. Gorok, you are where you need to be for the endgame. Next turn, Kylok, you are not where you need to be. You should be taking Port Reaver. In fact, wait. Did I move the Tech Thieves? I did. So, Piacador, you are going to come to Regu stance and go to Machu Peaks and hopefully take it over. With an auto-resolve, even with your garbage army. Fantastic. Occupy the place, so lovely, and we'll get another bit of marble for us with that construction cost reduction, which we'll need to buff up Xhotl. Then Kylok, you're headed to Port Reaver, which you should also be able to auto-resolve on the sun, isn't it? Huh. Is this broken? Are you unable to land at Port Reaver? Is it one of the broken territories? No, okay, you can land, you just need to be closer to it than running around. Ugh. Gross. Alrighty, well then we'll occupy it like so. Lovely. Hey, and Kylok's got his Carnosaur now as well. Nice, Kylok, nice indeed. And you can't get attacked by anything. Tlashbach will land at Skeggy, which will allow Kylok to take the Ziggurat of Dawn. Hopefully. Yeah, it's not that well defended, which means Mazda can take the Fallen Gates. Beautiful. Hopefully the auto-resolve won't kill off our dinos, though. I guess we'll see. I don't see another army there, so it's not a huge concern, and, okay, we're fine. Well, not so fine. One of these days I should just not auto-resolve, but, yeah, most likely we'll probably just either sack or raise some of these territories, or, oh, we could actually start giving them to our allies. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, just give them to our Tomb King allies. Beautiful. At least this way we won't have to worry about the ruins there. We also don't need the underground lagoon here at the Fallen Gates, and oh, we can build a special building there as well. Swell. Alignment of monuments for you, Mazda. You got healing to do, so please do heal, and we'll send Eriegum to you, which you're supposed to get, and you're actually supposed to get another Saurus Scarvet, but we're out of Saurus Scarvets. Oh man, we need capacity. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. It was bound to happen eventually. Alrighty, let's keep on prepping Copperaf. You? What are you gonna do? Well, we could go to Shangwu and what? I guess there isn't really much point. Let's just leave it as its ancient rebel location. I mean, honestly, it would be nice if these guys were to take it. Oh, Thorgrim might also take it. I'd actually really prefer if he takes the village of the Tigermen. And then who knows what he'll do. You know what, let's go to Shenmue for now, and then we'll move up here to see what's going on. Maybe take Taitsu and then max out this province for our allies. Why do I feel like we're playing more for our allies than for ourselves lately, game? Come on now. Alright, well, regardless. And honestly, it's a little bit odd that we can't subjugate or vassalize all these factions. Frankly, all these factions should be our vassals rather than our allies, but whatever, game. Lizards apparently can't vassalize. Alright, you go. Cassitan, you're up next. Ooh, all three of you are up next. Kikoaka, you can reach. Actually, I guess we'll send Chocomel in first because he has the flyers with him. And honestly, we should probably transfer the units from Cassitan. Wait, 1 second. Are we gonna have to manually fight this game? Is this what you're gonna do? Again? Don't make us do it, game. And yeah, valiant defeat. The game will not allow it. Alright, well. Oh, you have a banner of swiftness. We should probably put that in an actual army, but for now, you actually don't have perfect vigor. Alright, we'll deal with this in a bit, and I just realized that we have max alignments now. We should probably use those. You can be a Warpaint of Xhotl. I'm sure there are other alignments elsewhere that need to be aligned. Not you. What about you guys? You're fine for now. You're fine for now. Wait. What about these guys? before the fight. Ah, there we go. You two can be aligned to something. That'll be the Warpaint of Tarantula for the recovery. Definitely the superior pick here. And do we have anything on tail? And well, we have to move tail, if nothing else. Move tails, as the rats like to say. Yeah, there's nothing to align or anything there. Xhotl doesn't need to align anything, huh? I guess we can just align our little army here. Where are you? You, Ramataklan. You are going to, I guess, oh, these are 5 ancient sallies. I thought these were regular sallies. Damn, that's actually fairly devastating. Unit upgrades, and then we'll go for 5 Warpaints of Tarantula again. Yeah, alright, now we're down to 20 alignments, so we'll wait until those come back. Anyway, let's keep moving through whoever needs to move. Kasitan, Chokamel, Tehenoan good, Rollikin good, Kikoaka is... Alright, we'll move them in a second. Hydroxy, you're where you are for the spawn of Clan Pestilence. You cannot move for another couple of turns. It's not like you can take the place without help, at the very least, from the Saurus. You are here for one last turn, and Assassin... Okay, that's it. So we have 2 things to do. Thing 1 is the buildings. Crater of the Walking Dead will start off with you, 2.5k. Western Badlands, you're up next. Let's do that. It's gonna take 8 turns for you to get any money out of it, so... Oh well. And Kayaks, 4.6k for the maxed out version of the Geomantic Pylon. I'll have to buff that Geomantic Web up further. Good. Turtle Isles get that public order, and Agashazar... And I guess we'll build the energy dome here. I sincerely doubt that we need it, but I don't know whether Clan Carrion revives or not. So if it does, we will definitely need the defenses, and if it doesn't, we won't. We could always delete it. Monument of Xhotl, let's upgrade you. Nobbler Country, let's get that public order up and running. Tilea, let's get money, growth, and... What's the likelihood somebody attacks Rafrafa? They could land here, bypass Lucini, and go for it. Funnily enough, this happened in another campaign. I believe it was in my Vlad campaign that happened, so it is definitely a possibility. Just build the defenses there. I doubt that it'll happen. Extremely unlikely, but why not? Mine of the Bearded Skulls and Thrice Cursed Peak. I guess we'll go for the stone marker here. Although, honestly, this place is probably one of the better places to be another military hub. Rather than bothering with this stuff, I'll think about it. We can always delete stuff if we need to down the line, although we might also never even get there, depending on how long the endgame scenario takes to deal with. Anyway, Gorgazan will upgrade you, I guess, because we want the iron, if nothing else, and it's going to take a long, long time to get to it. We definitely need the public order here because it's a red territory. Sacred Pools, yes, we'll get the public order and the growth, and I guess we'll start on the Geomantic Pylon as well. Isthmus of Lustria, Port Reaver, yes, we will be keeping you, but we won't be collecting income here at the current time because it's just too little. Titan's Notch, don't collect income, and we'll be trading you away shortly as well. Southern Wastes, we will, I guess, be keeping you once again because of the Obsidian Carver, but we'll wait for the reduction via the alignment of monuments next turn. Although, do we need the Underground Lagoon here? No. Not here. We do need underground lagoons, but not there. Anyway, money, Valley of Horns, you can also have yourself a Totems of Quetzli. Oh. Did I build a Totems of Quetzli instead of a stone marker somewhere else? Well, if I did, it's too late now, because I'm not going to find it again. Mount Thug and stuff. I guess we'll upgrade you, but I'm 90% sure I'm going to trade you away, but I'll think about it. I mean, just to power up these guys a little bit, they might need a few more provinces, if nothing else. They're in pretty bad shape. The Icefire Plains, yeah, let's go for the Skink Barrios there, looks good. And that's it. Shrine of Kurnos, we're not keeping, we don't care. Misnar, we're not keeping, we don't care. Wei Jin, we're not keeping, we don't care. And lastly, the Abyssal Glacier, we are probably not keeping, so we don't care. Alrighty, a little bit of money remaining, so now the question lies in whether we can or need to recruit anything else. You're building those Carnos, which is what you should be doing, so that's appropriate. We got you, but you are maxed out in terms of your recruitment, so just keep building that Cav army. Next up, I guess if we're going to recruit something here, we should do you, and have you recruit a bunch of Chameleon Stalkers via Global, so that you can hopefully get a little bit of an army to defend Kunlun. Though as to whether you get the chance to, we shall see, because Lokir Felhart can reach us. It really depends on what happens with Kim and Miao Ying. I don't know who moves first, because that'll be pretty important, I guess. Anyway, with that, we have one last thing to do, which is this little manual fight here. So we'll do that. Shokamel, let's give you a point, and then let's attack. You don't need Apex Species, I guess. And you have Deadly Onslaught, we're just continuing to make you a bigger fighter. Let's get you Obedience Springs Victory, why not? And then Kikowaka, you don't need to level up, but Kasitan does, so let's give him Swift Rider to buff up these little guys, just that little bit extra. Chokamel, attack. Manual fight, let's give you that Swiftness banner, fight battle. I'll try to speed through this as best we can. I really would love to end the turn. Here's the thing, I want to do itemization, and I want to see where the endgame spawns are. I will do the itemization between the episodes because it's going to take ages to give items to every single lord and hero. Well, most likely I'm just going to take off most items from most lords and heroes and then redo them all for the final fights. So, yeah, I gotta make sure that we get there. And, oh, this is not a minor settlement. That's actually good because we won't have towers to deal with. Start battle, max out the speed, we will wait. The enemy will probably not come towards us. Fantastic. How many archers do the enemy have? They have 2 Orc Arrow boys that we can see, but that doesn't mean that they don't have others, as in that they don't have some Night Goblin ones. I probably should have checked before starting the battle, but it's a little bit late for that now. Alrighty, max speed, keep going. You're on the field now. We got 2 big old perfect spawn fighters, and there's the rest. Alrighty, you guys move on in. Ready to hit the enemy in the back. Maybe try to hide. You're probably not gonna hide. Just sit there. Just sit there. And you can hide actually. Alright, fantastic. You guys get ready to move forward. You can move as group 3, you can move forward, and you can fight with them. In fact, the skinks with the skinks makes sense. Put you here, you can be group 3, 4, and then you can be group 3. Lovely. And you guys can lock yourselves as well. Beautiful. That's as good as it's gonna get. Let's move you guys to the side. Let's move you guys in to attack these squig herds. And then let's start on attacking those archers. I turn off skirmish mode. Alright, I don't see any other archers. And do you two have any buffs for each other? Well, I guess you could just use your regular buffs right there. And you two, knock the archers out. You knock the archers out as well. Alright, since there are so little of them, it shouldn't be a problem. You guys get ready to move in. These two will need some help. We're not going to drop the bombs on the archers. We'll wait to attack the enemy. And then you guys are going to move in here and get ready to fight the enemy. Lovely. Ooh, are the boar boys coming for us? Well, the enemy's having a tough time dealing with the Carnos, if nothing else. The arrow boys are still alive somehow. In fact, you can move out here. Oh, don't lose units, because that'll be less bombs that we can drop. Now, look at all that prime bomb real estate. Can drop on them soon. Yeah, look at our Carnos. Completely surrounded. Oh, I actually love this shot, the way that they're sort of on top of the hill, completely surrounded by enemies. But they can keep fighting. They're perfect spawn, so really good luck to the enemy in dealing with this. The basic troops are just going to take way too long to overcome that, and there we go. Now, the enemy archers are running, so here's what we do. You are going to hover overhead, you're going to get ready to drop those bombs. And drop. And then you're going to move in, do the same thing. And then we're going to summon, block, attack, and group 4, kill. Group 3, kill. Alright, now it's just a matter of time. You can actually chase after those archers. There we go. I don't imagine they're going to be on the field for that much longer now. Wow. Those bombs really did hurt, didn't they? Oh, I still love this. I still love this shot on the hill here. Pretty fantastic. And now, most of our dinos actually bypassed the enemy hordes, kind of interestingly enough. Though not necessarily a bad thing because, well, we'd be taking damage from our own Fire Leech Bullies like our Chameleon Stalkers are right now. So we should probably not allow them to lose any more units. Beautiful. Alright, come on now, come on now. That probably didn't give us too much money, but we're not in that battle for the money. We will also be trading this territory to our allies, but I might take care of that between the episodes. I'll see. We might also want to move away from this territory before we do that. And honestly, these guys are just going to keep going north by themselves until they find something that can defeat them. Until they meet like a proper stack with a bunch of elites somewhere. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. But until then, they still provide us plenty of value. There we go. You have taken a Yeti peak for us, and good job to you two, and we'll see if they can take any more of the Orcs' territories. They're down to 9 settlements now, and, well, I'm sure that we can take more. These will go to our allies as well. Beautiful. We do have another 10k, but we were only using it for recruitment, which I guess we no longer need to do. Oh, I don't like how there's a little army out here. Well, hopefully it survives. I'm just looking around to see whether there's anything we can spend money on, but I don't think that there is. And if there isn't, that means we're ready to end the turn and see where the enemy spawns, and then that'll allow me to do the admin aspect of preparation between the episodes, which I've been excited to do. Well, maybe not excited, but it is necessary to do it. So, skip, none assigned skill points, skip, I'll assign all the skill points between the episodes as well. And it's gonna take like an hour of items and skill points and crap before the next episode. Building upgrade available, hero not moved. I think we moved everybody who needs to move, outpost available. A little bit late for that now. There we go, end the turn. It is finally time. I really hope I didn't forget anything. And, oh, you gotta be... damn it. Do we save this for the next episode? But if I... see, here's the problem. If I leave this like this... Look, on the one hand, this is gonna be a fight. It's definitely gonna be a fight. But then... I wouldn't be able to do all the admin and stuff between the episodes, and we'd have to waste like an entire episode on screen. And yeah, I could do edit. You know what? No, I'm going to auto-resolve this. It's stupid, but we'd win. We know we'd win, right, guys? Like, you could trust me that we'd win this fight, even if it would be a decent fight. I mean, last time this little army won against a full stack plus a full garrison stack, so even if it is one of our weaker armies, or in fact our weakest army, or our weakest proper army, to say, not counting Kylok, they would still win this. Especially the air units would actually be knocked down fairly easily with our Razor Dawns and our Iron Drakes. So one of the best armies, in fact the best army in terms of air defense, our anti-air. So yeah, we'll do that, and then we will, I guess, just regular occupy it for now. I'm not sure. This in the name of seeing the endgame spawns. Alright, nobody else better attack us. At least not with the battle that we actually have to manually fight. Alright, Silostra, don't you do it. You leave him alone. You leave, yeah, okay, good. Chameleon's fine. I was thinking she might raise a bunch of dead and attack Chameleon, but it looks like that didn't happen there. It works for me. Alright, Ancestral Throng, you want to do military access? You know what? Sure, but don't bother paying us. Keep your money. You'll need it to fight Malekith before he kills you. Alright, we're host of the Apocalypse is moving around, but too far away from us. Same thing with the Fecondites, and Shadow Legion tells him nobody's attacking us. The excitement grows. Almost there, guys, and we're here. Alrighty, and... Huh. No, we're at war with these guys, right? It would be weird if we weren't at war with them. Campaign movement range +5 for armies. Ironbrow's expedition. Ally mission aborted. War coordination target lost. Bone Rattlers. What? Oh, they must have gotten... Oh, Confederated, yeah. Sword of Cain. Claimed for the Cult of Pleasure while it's their last hurrah. The Wild Hunt begins. Well, this is an interesting time for it. So he'll maybe help us against the Skaven clans. We got the sequence of Enhanced Instinct and Vermintide, question mark. It was foolish to be worried about any Skaven gatherings. Other than a few scattered scouts, little has changed on the surface. And yet, claw marks where they shouldn't be, scurrying sounds in the night, the ominous glow of warpstone from distant caves and underway entrances. Something is afoot. It begins. Alrighty, and there we are. The Skaven clans have arrived, but interestingly enough, I think it's bugged because we're not at war with them. Granted, we're going to declare war on them all and attack them all, but yeah, that's a little bit different. Also, one of the big issues with Vermintide is not just the armies, but they've spawned undercities in like half our empire. We can't see them right now, but they're certainly there. And we don't know where yet, but we'll find out later. This is... let's see... Wait, where's... Huh. I see Ska Bloodtail. I don't see... Huh. Interesting. Did... Queek not spawn? Thorek is right here. And for much who, if we force Thorek to declare war on these guys... Huh. I wonder what'll happen. Well, most likely he'll die. Maybe we should just avoid doing that. Gorok has... Huh. The enemy lords didn't respawn. I wonder why. I'm pretty sure they are supposed to respawn, unless this is just the first level of the Vermintide. I've never actually done the Vermintide endgame scenario, so it remains to be seen. Maybe this is just a wave 1 and then we'll see the lords later on, but if not, I guess we did kill them already, so either way it's the elite stacks that we're interested in. Anyway, with that we are out of time and I am going to call the episode here. The endgame is truly here now. I'm going to do as much admin prep as I can before the next episode, so when we come back everybody will have items and I will probably never touch items again throughout this campaign, so now is the time to do it. Next time we begin fighting them, declaring war on the rats, and while advancing everywhere we can as well. And oh, did Miao Ying actually win against Slowcare? Fascinating. I wasn't expecting that, but great job to Miao Ying. Anyway, oh, and look, Village is out there as well. A little bit far, but certainly something that does tempt me. Anyway, more Kroq-Gar to come, though probably not much more at this point, so stay tuned for the last episodes of the campaign. We still got a fair few left, I imagine, but we're getting there. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.